In this video we're going to summarize triangles, and we're going to be classifying these by angles. So as you recall, there's two ways to classify triangles. We can classify them by the measure of their angles, or we can classify them by the lengths of their sides. So let's get started. You should have all this information filled out already in the chart above, but we'll summarize them here to make sure we're all on the same page. So first we have a right triangle, and if you remember from things we cannot assume, even though this looks like a right angle here, we can't assume it's a right angle. So since I want it to be a right angle, I'm going to put that right angle marker in there, that tick mark. So now we're not assuming it's a right angle, we know it is because that right angle tick mark. Alright, so what is a right triangle? This is a triangle, notice the triangle symbol there, with one right angle. Okay, we're classifying it by angles. So that's our first type of triangle classified by angles. Next we have an acute triangle. Remember, always pause the video if it's going too fast for you or you need to ask a question. What's an acute triangle? This is a triangle with three acute angles. Okay, again, we're classifying it by angles. We're talking about the acute angles of it. So all three of these angles are less than 90 degrees. An obtuse triangle, a triangle with one obtuse angle. And start thinking about why a triangle cannot have more than one obtuse angle. We're going to explore that a little bit more in the very near future. Again, we are classifying by angles. And then our last one here, we have an equiangular triangle. Okay, so equiangular, I've got these three angles here, and they are all going to be congruent. So this is a triangle with three congruent angles. So as a side note, this is also an acute triangle. Also acute. Okay, but if it has three congruent acute angles, we're going to call it equiangular. And we're going to revisit this triangle in the next video and give it a different name based on the lengths of its sides. And again, start thinking about what each of these angles may measure. Again, this is classified by angles. Alright, so if you have any questions, make sure you ask. If you need to rewind and rewatch something, feel free to do that, and we'll see you in the next video.